Hi y'all, Skip here, Thousands of Roots. If you're new to our channel, we are working on building an off-grid homestead. We built an off-grid cabin, 20 by 20 cabin. We bought 20 acres of bare land, and we have 6 children. I have a beautiful wife named Carrie. We have dairy cows, geese, ducks, chickens, and we do really good at growing children here. And we're just finishing a series of putting in a garden, permaculture style. So if you haven't seen that series yet, go check it out. I think you will really enjoy it. So welcome to Thousands of Roots. And today I'm going to take you on a journey. I'm going to take you through what I get to do when I have a day off work. We have a composting toilet. Lovingly we call it the loo. So I get to dump the loo. And this is the 6-gallon bucket, so it's not light. Hey, Biddle Boo. Hey, sweetheart. Excuse me, honey. Alright, let's go take this loo out there and dump it. So this is one of the regular daily chores, dumping the loo. My wife really hates doing this because it's very hard. It's very difficult to do. I'm not going to say it's very difficult. It's hard to do because it's heavy. Now if you've never had the pleasure of dumping the loo, you got to give it a try. We built this, I built this sawdust bin over here so that our sawdust stays a little bit drier. Instead of just dumping the sawdust in a big pile, I put a little roof on it and whatnot in a way that we can scoop it from inside the garden so we don't have to go all the way around. But we can fill it from outside the garden. So that's how I built this. And that's this weird shelter right here. So I'll show you how we get sawdust out of there. Alright. What you do when you have a composting toilet is you get a base in your bucket. You know, make it like a quarter, a third of the way full. If you don't have a separator, a lot of people have really nice composting toilets where the urine and the poop are separated. We don't, because it's not necessary, honestly. It'd be nice for convenience, but it's not necessary. So you just put, you know, a quarter to a third of sawdust on the bottom, and then it's ready to go. The drier the sawdust, the better. Alright, let's go take this in. It's ready for action. Hey, Creator. What you doing? What would you say if I said you are a pretty boy?
I would say you're a pretty daddy.
How about if I say you're a handsome boy?
I would say you're a handsome boy. You're a daddy.
You sure are cute. I'll tell you what. Can you get the door for me, please? Thank you, Creator. Alright, back in the house. So that's what it looks like without the bucket in there. And it's done that way so that the front of the bucket is lifted up a little bit and the back bottom actually goes against there. That way. The bottom doesn't rest on this block. The bottom of it hits that block this way and holds it so it can't slide backwards. But this block, it does rest on that block to lift the front of the bucket up a little bit. That's because we have little ones, and when little ones sit down and go pee, if the bucket was set down at all, they pee right out. So I had to modify it, add this block which lifted the bucket, so now the bucket catches their pee. Oh yeah, you learn as you go. that drops down. And there you go. It almost looks like just a normal toilet. But it is not. That's the sawdust. Right there. I need this utility wagon. So let's go dump it where those wood chips are gonna go, close by anyways, so that I can get used to this utility wagon once again. You wanna come with me, Critter?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and jump in the wagon. I'll give you a ride. Here we go. If I can drive through all this obstacle course. Woo, looks like we made it. Can you shut the door behind you? All right, good job, Critter. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Whoa! Whoa! You like that? Whoa, whoa. Okay, there's one tree, wood chips. The other one's back there. So we'll make a dump here where this tree is gonna go. Some of the wood chips are gonna go here. I don't want to dump too much. Okay, we're gonna go down here now. Dump down here. One more dump here.
There's the wood chip and there's the wagon in.
Thank you. You did a great job. Okay, now we can use this wagon for other things instead of just sitting there holding wood chips. You want to ride again, Critter?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Are you going to come with me and hang out with me on my day off of work?
Yeah. I want to.
You want to?
Yeah.
You like that run?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's some things we're thinking through. We need a spot to put the goslings and the mama geese. Because last year, the geese went onto our neighbor's property and ate some of their plants because of the goslings. So then we had to enclose all the geese in this area here, and we just use field fencing, but that doesn't work with goslings. They get right through it. So one of the projects that we have to do sooner than later, especially now that one set of goslings have hatched out, we need to add a yard where we can keep the mama and the goslings enclosed. Hi, girl. This is Coco. She's our A2A2 Dexter Guernsey girl. And she loves the lovin's. Loves the lovin's. She's like another one of our big puppies. Yeah, hi, sweetheart. Let's go survey another one of the things that needs to get done. Okay, this area back here, behind our shop, we need to get this all cleared. Because eventually, hopefully, sooner than later, this needs to be a pull-in spot. So a vehicle can pull in here and then actually back the trailer up to go into the back pasture. Because back there is where the birds want to build. So we need to get room so that a huge turnaround can happen in this whole area. And part of that plan is to get behind the shop cleared of debris. Here's the kind of stuff that's back here. Cedar posts, roll of plastic, stake, huge pile of block, which I think can actually stay. That's not really in the way. Extension cord running along here. All kinds of stuff back here. You can't see this, but it's a little tree. blocks. This pile is far enough out of the way. That's not a problem. So this really isn't too bad. A little bit of stuff in the way here. Not really that big of a job back here, so whew. Because that fencing is going to be a bigger job. But there's a bunch of stuff this way that is totally in the way. This is roofing material, metal roofing, tin roofing, vinyl, brush pile basically, sticks and brush. That's got to go. So there's a bunch this way, not too bad behind the shop though. Then one of the things I get to do on my day off, that Carrie and I have an understanding, is that I had to keep the wood stove stored. This is to keep the baby away from the wood stove. Open up, this is a big damper. This has a smaller control on this dampener to let air in, get the fire going. With our wood stove, you have to get the fire going really well before you open to throw wood in, or else smoke just comes billowing out of here. So, got this open, fire's starting to heat up, so in just a second I can throw a piece of wood in. Alright, let's go gather some material for this fencing job. The 9 posts. I don't know. See if we can get this job done with 9 posts. And here's number 9. Okay, so one of the norms here on the homestead, and I think probably every homestead, that as you're doing things, you find other things that you have to do. So, we just fixed this post here, and I'll show you that real quick. This fencing was super duper wobbly. It still is wobbly because we just did a hand tie it, that's fine. But this post was bent way in, so we added this brace here. So now, the post cannot bend way in, so that's good. Because the cows are putting pressure on this. So we have 100 feet of fencing to work with here, so let's see how far we can go that way. Come on, we're gonna do a quick pickup back here. Careful when you're lifting up boards.
Ant nest. Having a burn pile.
Alright. Got the fencing rolled out. Pretty much got it and staked of where we want the fencing. think it's about lunchtime. Let's go take a lunch break.
Today for lunch I'm going to make a little egg drop soup. It's actually colder than it looks outside. Soups are a nice, easy, quick, easy meal that I like to do whenever it's a little chilly out. So even though it's springtime, it's a cold spring. So we had some beef the other night that had some bones. Actually it was 2 nights ago, so 48 hours almost it's been that I've been making some beef broth, and super simple. I'm just going to strain the broth into a pot and go out and get some garlic chives from our garden. Hey Joseph, you want to help me get some garlic chives for soup today?
Yeah.
And chop those into the broth and then drop in some eggs, and that might be about it. And then maybe we'll open a bag of chips to go with for a quick and easy lunch today. Also added a little bit of Bragg's liquid aminos and some dried parsley to the pot. There it is. Egg drop soup. Nate, how'd you like it?
It's really good. Yummy.
Josh is on the sidelines. What do you think, Josh?
It's good. That's the lettuce. Good.
How's the egg drop soup, Caleb?
It's really good.
Okay, y'all, here's something else I'm learning today. This is going to be the second time I'm doing this. Third time I've kind of looked at it. I'm learning how to, from Carrie. She's been the editor-in-chief of getting all of our videos posted. But one step is getting all our videos optimized and then shared and go live, published on YouTube, which takes anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes to do that, each one. So I'm learning how to do that because I'm hoping to take that over from Carrie. Again, just taking a little something from her so that she's more freed up to do other things. And maybe she can even be freed up enough eventually to have some relaxation time. Whoa, her eyebrows went up when I said that. Alright, lunch is over. Now it's time to get back at it. So I need to find some taller, or at least one taller fence post. 2 really, for the corners. That'd be good to have 2 corner posts that are really tall. Okay, for ratchet straps, if you can't go around and hook it on itself, then there's another thing you can do on almost all ratchet straps, and that's put it into there. So now it's hooked in. Okay, so that's another way. I'm done for the day. Well, I'm just done. But let's take a look at what we completed here. So this yard is intended to be for the chickens, we're probably going to end up using it for the geese right away, because the goslings are going to get into mischief and trouble, and they're going to start doing that quick because they're already roaming pretty far for little ones. So we have a nice area here for them. So this gate's not on yet. Right here, we're going to put 2 gates on this one. One gate so that we can come in. There's a main gate to the driveway, so we can come in through that gate, and then we can come straight through a gate there. And let's just go through there. And then we're going to put another gate in right out to the pasture, the main pasture or paddock there. This area here took 100 foot of fencing, so if that gives you an idea of its size. This gate is in. Used a carabiner, it's just a fence gate. This gate we're going to have to make a little better, a little nicer. It's going to be used daily, probably twice daily, so we need to make that one nice. And we get the opportunity to build another coop. We'll build a coop for in here because eventually the chickens are going to come into here. That's what it's really meant for, is chickens. And we're going to make this area here the geese area, the goose area. So that's the more long-term plan. But for the short term, making sure we don't lose goslings and that they don't get into mischief and destroy any of our neighbors' things, we will put them in here. Thank you for joining me on a day off today. Thank you so much for watching, and whatever you do, do with your whole heart.